Buongiorno. Benvenuta a mi cucina a Random Shit Chef. That wasn't good. It's Italian Day. We're making manicotti. And I think I just said, hello, welcome to my kitchen and the Random Shit Chef. So today's kind of a big day. We're making manicotti like I promised last week we were going to do. Manicotti always looked like a really intimidating recipe. It looked sort of like a lasagna, like a lot of work, a lot of ingredients, a lot of cost. And it's partially true. It's a lot of ingredients, it's a lot of cost, but it's not that hard to make. That is, if you don't boil the manicotti shells. I've done a little bit of the prep work already. I've assembled all my ingredients, and I have browned the ground beef and the onions, because we're not only making manicotti, we're making beef and cheese stuffed manicotti. So let's run through the ingredients. Don't worry, you don't have to write them all down or anything. I'll have slides at the end of the video to let you know all the ingredients and baking instructions. So let's cover our ingredients real quick. Before we get into the real cooking part of this video, I need to tell you the manicotti was good, but I messed up two things. The first thing I messed up was there was too much pasta sauce. I screwed up and I bought two 24-ounce cans because there was like a pasta sauce shortage at the grocery store. I bought two 24-ounce cans instead of two 16-ounce cans. So basically I had half again as much sauce in there than I normally do. It didn't ruin it, but it didn't need to be that saucy. When you stuff the pasta, not only jam it down into the glass, but pack some more in the ends with your thumb or your finger, and you'll be able to get more of the filling in there. I didn't do that yesterday. It didn't really affect the taste because the rest of the meat and cheese mix went in the sauce, but still, it would have been better if there was more filling in the actual manicotti shells. So, here comes the video. All right, one of the reasons why this gets kind of expensive is we start off with a pound of ground beef. Today, that's like $6. But we got a pound of ground beef here and a medium onion chopped. That's going to get combined with a bunch of cheese. We have shredded mozzarella. We have grated Parmesan. I've got 2 jars of pasta sauce. Today I'm using a classic Parmesan and Romana pasta sauce. We have 15 ounces of whole milk ricotta cheese. Salt, pepper, garlic, Italian seasoning, my ever popular spray oil, and 8 ounces of manicotti, which is 14 shells. For the stuffing, we're going to combine the ricotta cheese, and this is whole milk ricotta cheese, 15 ounces. Now we need half the mozzarella, and this is approximately 3 cups of mozzarella right here, so let's get about half it in here. And we need about half of the Parmesan. We have 1 cup of Parmesan, so about half of that goes in. Now we need to season this, and I'm going for basic salt, pepper, garlic powder, some Italian seasoning, and that'll pretty much do it. I don't hardly ever measure, I cook like a mom. And once this is combined, we're going to put the meat in. Yeah, it's mixed pretty good. Let's put our meat and onions in and mix that up. When it comes to stuffing the manicotti, I've never seen anyone stuff manicotti before. All I know is that stuffing it into soft noodles
can't be that easy. So I decided the first time I made it, I was going to use a recipe that I could use raw noodles. But I had an idea from when I've installed cyclone fences. They're those metal ones with the wire, and then they have pipes for the fence supports. You pound that into the ground, right? I've done the same thing with conduit on some projects. And if you ever need to take those out of the ground, you pull them out and they're filled with dirt. I figured, well, I should be able to do the same thing with manicotti. And it works. So this is mixed up well. And we're going to start stuffing our manicotti now. But first we have to prep our pan. As you can see, this is a large baking pan, probably about 14 by 9. So before we start putting manicotti in the pan, we need to oil the bottom. And then we need to put some pasta sauce in so the manicotti doesn't stick to the pan. And this is also going to help hydrate it. Spread that out. And let's start stuffing manicotti.
What I do is I have a drinking glass, which you can see is roughly the height of a manicotti. So I stuff this with the meat and cheese filling. And I start stuffing manicotti. Stick it all the way in. Oops. Turn it carefully. As you can see, we're stuffed. Flip it over. Stuff the other end a little bit better. And there's one. 13 to go.
There we go. 14 stuffed manicotti. Now we have extra filling left. I could probably stuff another 4 or 5 manicotti. And of course this won't go to waste. This will just get mixed in with the pasta sauce. Yeah, putting the filling inside the pasta sauce is really going to ramp up the flavor. The pasta sauce was already good and cheesy, and now it's going to be even cheesier. So, the rest of the pasta sauce goes over the manicotti. And our last step before baking it will be to spread our other half cup of Parmesan over it, and our other maybe cup and a half of mozzarella over the top. It's good. So there we go. It didn't really take that long. The longest part of that was probably browning the ground beef. Now it's assembled. It gets cooked for 45 minutes at 350. Let's cook it. Wow, there it is after 45 minutes. And all of its cheesy, greasy goodness. It smells so good in here. The dog was going crazy. We definitely need to let that cool for a couple minutes, and we're going to pull a couple out and see how they're doing. Well, actually, not how they're doing. We're going to see how they taste. And there they are. Cheesy. Ooh, look at that filling. And the noodles are cooked all the way through. You cut them with a fork. Well, it's dinner time. I guess this here, we're ready.
If I include all the time that I spent stuffing it and browning the meat and assembling my ingredients, it was under 30 minutes. So it's not that hard of a recipe, it's just expensive. The total cost for this was probably close to 25 bucks, which isn't that bad. I mean, if you go to a restaurant and order manicotti, what do you get, like 2, maybe 3 shells? And you're gonna pay like what, $9, $12, $15 for it, depending on where you go. This cost us about $25. I've got 14 shells, so if it's 2 to 3 shells per serving, we've got like almost 5 to 7 servings, depending on how big the appetites are. And if you like lasagna, and if you just like pasta in general, this is definitely a good, gooey, cheesy, flavorful dish. It's hard to beat. So, thanks for watching A Random Shit Chef. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm not sure what I'm going to make next time, but I hope you join me for it. Thanks for watching The Random Shit Chef, and hope to see you next time. Bye-bye.